Hey, what's up, everybody? I didn't see you there, man. What's that? You want to learn how to dominate the skies as a Titan? You came to the right place, man. I got you, fam. Come on, let's go. All right, so before we get into any lessons, let's talk about the basics of skating. So for those of you that are new to the game, skating can be simply explained but kind of hard to execute. To do this properly, you'll need to have increased control selected. As you can see, agility is not really a factor if you do this properly. I use the lowest agility possible. The basic idea of skating is going to be mashing your jump button very, very quickly to cut your jets on and off and propel you forward. So the basic skate will look something like this. Now, I personally use bumper jumper to execute this as it allows me to control my direction perfectly without taking my fingers off the aim stick. You know, jump in this case is going to be mapped to LB or L1 if you're on PlayStation. A key here is to wait until you're parallel to the ground. You know, if you start jumping in the air right away, the momentum will put you more vertical rather than horizontal, and that's what you want. Hell no! Now, an advanced skating technique I use frequently that requires shoulder charge or Twilight Garrison to get my momentum up as quick as possible will help you close the gap even faster. I start with the shoulder charge or Twilight Garrison boost, and as soon as the little animation completes, I then mash the jump button to get extension on my skate. The key here is that you do not use the jets at all before the shoulder charge boost. Let your feet be on the ground at some point, so it could be as simple as your feet kind of tapping the ground and jumping, and then charge and then boost with your jump pack. So now that you have that basic info, let's get into those techniques and what I like to call. So number one, psych! When you hit a complete 180 and then head back. This catches people off guard for one reason. People, they typically look at the radar until the second they get into the gunfight. If they see you further away on the radar, they're focused on that, but by that time, you've already shoulder charged back and are on top of them. I recommend using this once you round a corner. That's the best time to use it. Stop, as in don't do it. Do not stop. If you're skating, keep going with it. If you're moving around the map, that's how you get the flanks. That's how you end up catching people off guard. Use that speed to your advantage. This is going to be a quick lesson, but I think that's where a lot of people mess up in skating. They get a little timid. They stop moving, and again, you'll learn how to start chaining these skates together once you've been doing it. I recommend going into patrols, but the key here is that you keep that momentum going, not directly into gunfights, mind you, but around the map, around the edges of the map. Keep people guessing, keep people on those flanks. Swagger, number 3. Now it's gonna sound a little silly as far as a point, but let me get to it. Commit to the fight and own it. That's what I mean by swagger. If you're not confident going into the fight, jumping around like a madman, 9 times out of 10, you'll lose that fight. If you're going to adopt, the skating life, you need to understand that sometimes you'll skate into a bad spot. Am I saying skate into a full fire team and take them on? No. I'm saying that if it does happen, you better take one of them with you. Make them fear you, and they'll make mistakes. That's one of the biggest things. You notice when you play a good player, they make you uneasy. They make you do things that you wouldn't necessarily do. So you need to be that guy. Use skating to your advantage. Have that swagger. Number 4, scramble. If you're out of place, use your jets to disorient. I didn't know how many times I've been pinned down and use my jets. I don't even know if I'm saying that's right. If it's jets, I don't know how you jump in this game. But use your jets to make people miss shots that should have been easy kills. This is the benefit to having it mapped to LB or L1. I can still engage people while I'm erratically jumping in the air. If a sniper has a bead on me and I'm stuck in the air, I can force him into a body shot by changing my jump pattern. That's why skating is so great sometimes. You can really, really disorient people and end up in a place that they didn't think they were going to be. Don't make it easy is the case. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't make it easy. And the last one, slide. Use this to change directions very, very quickly. This is especially important if you don't have shoulder charge. This will allow you to change directions immediately and cut off momentum. It's great for using it around the corners. So guys, these are my tips. These are things that I use frequently. Hope you enjoyed the video, the examples. If you have any questions in the about the video, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if you also want to see more instructional videos like this. I love skating around with my Titan, as you guys know if you've been watching the channel for a while. So thank you so much. Daddyphatsnaps